Okay, filming time. Hi! Long time no see. I am so sorry I've been so MIA on this channel. As you guys probably saw from the pregnancy video kind of announcement, and if you didn't see the pregnancy video, surprise, I'm pregnant! I was gonna film a whole bunch of videos, but so much of my life has kind of revolved around pregnancy and moving and all these other things that I kind of had to wait to tell you guys. So I didn't want to post up any videos because I didn't want to lie to you guys either, so I just kind of ignored this channel forever, so I'm really sorry. But I'm back, and I asked you guys on Facebook and on Twitter some questions that you guys had about the pregnancy, and you guys had a ton of questions, so I'm just going to get into it and answer as many as I possibly can. Are you hoping for a boy or girl? This is a really tough question because I'm going to find out the sex of the baby in about a month or so. If, I say, I want a boy and then the baby turns out to be a girl, I don't want you guys thinking like I don't want my baby. Do you know what I mean? So, to be honest, I would love to have a baby boy as the first baby because I love the family dynamics of Chris's family. He has himself, he's the oldest, and then he has 3 younger sisters, and I love that he takes care of all of his sisters and he's the big brother. That being said, I've always pictured myself having baby girls. I've never, it was me and my sister growing up. We never had any, I didn't have a little brother at all. So I've always pictured myself dressing up a little girl in bows and frills and all these fun girly things, and so I secretly want a girl as well. So I'm gonna cry and bawl my eyes out no matter if it's a boy or a girl. As long as baby is healthy and happy, I don't care if baby's a boy or a girl. Are you nervous at all about the childbirth process? I don't think there is a mother or expecting mother out there that isn't or wasn't afraid of the childbirth process. I think, it's scary. The unknown is scary. I've heard that you tend to take after your own mom in terms of, your child labor experiences. My mom didn't have any difficult pregnancies or labors, so I'm praying that I'm in the same boat. My mother-in-law was the same way. She didn't have any epidurals or anything, and she was like, it was not a big deal, Rachel, don't worry about a thing. And my mom's like, it's painful, it's not comfortable, but it's a good kind of pain. So, for me, if you guys watch my 25 Things About Me, I'm a big researcher. I am a huge advocate for finding out as much as you can about whatever topics that interest you. So I've been doing a ton of research on, just what happens to your body during labor and what to expect, because that makes me feel a lot better. So when I was reading the What to Expect When You're Expecting, which is kind of like, the gold standard for baby books, I was reading just about the different phases that your body goes through with labor, and it just made me feel a lot better and a lot more comfortable. And I don't know what it is. Before I was pregnant, I was terrified is really the only way to describe it. Just the thought of going through it just put me in panic mode and made me want to cry. But once I became pregnant, it became less scary. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if there's any mothers out there that feel the same way, but that's really the honest truth. Any baby bedroom decorating plans? As of right now, not really. We haven't done a ton into looking into the nursery at all. We had purchased a house back in March, and we're moving end of April. So really focusing on that as kind of step A. But we do have, one of the rooms is a designated nursery, which I'm super excited about. But I kind of want to find out the sex of the baby first before I get too far in the whole decorating field thing. I have started posting some pictures of nurseries that I like on my Pinterest account, so go and check out the info bar below if you're interested at all in any of that stuff. I post tons of stuff on Pinterest, whether it's hair and makeup stuff, to home decor stuff, cooking, everything. So if you're interested at all, the information and link is in the down bar. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of that lately. Do you have an idea what name to give your baby? I don't think we're going to land on a name, to be quite honest, until I give birth. I would like to have like a good solid 3 names where we're like, yes, these are the 3 names no matter what we're really happy with, and these are the names we kind of want to stick to. I kind of want to wait until the last minute and then pick a name that best suits him or her. Did you have the talk before it happened? I assume you mean like, do we want to have babies or not? I think that's what the talk means. I mean, yes, we had a talk about it. I mean, we've had these kinds of conversations right from when we were dating to when we were engaged. Like, this did not come at any sort of a surprise to us. We both really wanted big families. We both wanted to have children, you know, fairly soon into our marriage, and so this was never, you know, a big shocker, if that makes any sense. I wanted to make sure before I married anyone that we were on the same page about these kinds of fundamental aspects that, you know, a lot of couples fight about. So that was a big thing for me right from the get-go, but we were both on the same page for that. How did you tell your families? Okay, this is a tricky one because I found out basically 2 days before I left for LA for IMATS. The way it ended up working is I told Chris in the afternoon, and then basically I had to tell my family that evening when Chris got off work. The next day we were already going to the city for a big celebration dinner for Chris's dad's birthday. We were doing a big dinner there anyway, so it worked out perfectly in terms of timing. And then the next morning, really early in the morning, Lauren and I were heading out to LA. So I needed to tell the families before we went to LA because, I mean, Lauren needed to know, and I couldn't tell Lauren without telling the rest of my families. So the way it worked is I drove over and I saw my dad after work, and I told him before he went home. And then I gave him kind of like a I love grandpa mug, and so we went to his work and sat down in like a little cafe just outside, and I had them, like, I cleaned it out obviously, and I gave them the mug and said to fill it up with tea, and I brought it over, and that was how I told him. And then I drove to my sister's apartment, which is about an hour or so from me, and brought her a stuffed Eeyore, which is kind of like, it's like an inside thing between my sister and I. I gave her that and told her she was an auntie, and she got really excited. And then I drove all the way home and told my mom, and she was squealing and excited and super pumped and everything, and so gave her, you know, an I Love Grandma mug as well. So that was how I told my family. And then for Chris's family, because it was already Chris's dad's birthday, what I did is I took actually an exact replica. I bought 2 of these stuffed giraffes, little Ilias. And I wrapped up the other one and put a little bow on and wrapped that up and said it was, you know, the birthday present for Darren, his dad. And we were driving the 2 girls back from school, and it was the hardest thing not to tell them in the car going to the restaurant, right? And so they had no idea. No one was really expecting it at that moment in time. So we were sitting at dinner and we handed over the present, and it was the little stuffed giraffe, and everyone got really excited. My mother-in-law figured it out first and started squealing and crying, and then everyone started crying. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I need to go on to the next question before I start crying again. Oh, very emotional. Hormones, so many hormones. How is your skin acting with all the hormonal changes? And interestingly enough, quite positively, I actually am experiencing a lot fewer breakouts than I would normally. Now, this is a combination of, you know, what I'm doing to take care of my skin as well, and I'm going to do a whole video on my RachhLoves channel about my skincare kind of journey through, you know, acne and how I resolved it and what I'm doing now to maintain it and all that kind of stuff. So I will do a whole video on that because I've been doing so much research. I already have plans on how to lose the baby weight after pregnancy. No, I haven't really thought about how to lose the baby weight. I mean, I'm still kind of trying to gain the baby weight to keep baby healthy because it's a necessary thing. I'm going to definitely be attempting to breastfeed. That is a huge goal for me. I definitely want to do that, and that helps a lot with losing the baby weight. I think another thing is just listening to your body and making sure that you're feeding it proper nutrition as much as you possibly can, and feeding your body enough as well, like not starving yourself and not stuffing yourself past the point of satiation, if that makes any sense. That's something that I've talked about in my What I Eat in a Day video. For more tips on that whole thing, then check out the down bar. I'll put a link to the video down there if you guys are interested. But yeah, I'm really not worried about it. You know, it's a fact of life. Everyone goes through it. You know, you gained it over the course of 9 months, and to expect to lose it in 2 weeks is just absurd. And you know, it'll happen as it happens. I'm not too worried about it. Have you been craving anything unusual? Not unusual, like not like pickles with ice cream kind of unusual. I would say I have definitely been craving grilled cheese. I've been eating a lot of grilled cheese, like a lot, and with pickles, because I mean, you gotta have pickles. That's kind of like a staple pregnancy thing. My other one is definitely lemons. I love lemons. I'm actually drinking hot lemon water right now. Another one is anything really citrus. I've been downing a ton of oranges, a lot of pears. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. Grilled cheese and citrus. What are you most nervous about? Just, I don't know. I think everything. I think the unknown is scary. I like to be, I'm a very big planner. I like to have everything in order, everything planned out, and right now everything's kind of up in the air. I wish I knew the sex of the baby. I wish that the nursery was done. I wish we were moved into our new home and everything was settled and I'm nesting and all that fun stuff. But you know, none of that stuff is prepared yet, so I'm, you know, really worried about that stuff. I'm worried about, you know, being a good mom. I'm worried about SIDS and making sure that baby is fed the right foods and healthy foods, and baby's healthy. That's so important to me, and I'm, you know, I'm always scared that baby's not, or I'm not feeding baby properly, and all these things. So I mean, there's, you know, there's a lot of things that I'm nervous about, but you know, it's in God's hands, and I'm trying to be the best mom that I can right now, and that's all that matters. And that's everything for this video. If I didn't get to your question, I'm so sorry. I tried to answer as many as I possibly could, and a lot of them were kind of repeated through, so I'm really sorry if I didn't get to it, but I will definitely continue to do more of these update videos and answer your questions and all that kind of stuff. One thing I know a lot of people want to know is they wanted to see my bump and the way that it looks right now, so I will show you that. This is a 17-week bump right now, so you guys know. See? Little bump. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more pregnancy related videos, and let me know in the comments below what kind of videos that you guys want to see, whether it's decorating for the nursery or buying things for baby, or, you know, updates kind of vlog style on what I'm feeling, and, you know, updates on the bump and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure what kind of videos you guys want to see, so just let me know. If you have any particular questions, leave them in the comments below, and I can certainly get to them in the next video as well. And this is a very long video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again so much for subscribing to this channel and for supporting me and baby and Chris and our little family. And I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Love you, girls. Mwah.